Many sets of twins are born every year. However, unfortunately, not all of them have the opportunity to grow up together in the same family. Sometimes they are separated at an early age. But when this happens, there can occur some surprising coincidences in the fate of each twin. Such scenarios have been researched, but there is no scientific explanation for how two individuals separated from birth and raised in different families, never knowing each other, can lead such similar lives. That is what today's story is about. Let's go way back to 1939. A 15-year-old girl from the city of Pikva was pregnant with identical twin boys. When they were born, the young mother realized she would not be able to take care of them on her own, so she made the difficult decision to give them up for adoption. Unfortunately, the boys were separated in order to make it easier to find homes. At 3 weeks old, one son was adopted by Ernest and Sarah Springer, who also lived in Pikva, and 2 weeks after that, the other son was adopted by Jess and Lucille Lewis, who lived in the city of Lyme. The brothers were raised in separate homes and didn't even know about each other, as their adoptive parents weren't aware that they had twins. Later, Lucille Lewis, the adoptive mother of one of the boys, accidentally found out about the other one, but she didn't dare tell her son about it. Only when he was 39 years old did she reveal this secret to him, and he then began to immediately search for his brother. He called the adoption agency and told them he was looking for his identical twin brother from whom he was separated with at birth and very much wanted to meet him. However, the service workers warned him that there was the possibility that his brother didn't feel the same way, so they could not reveal his contact information. So the man left his own information, hoping that his brother would someday want to meet him. After only a few days, his phone rang. When he answered, he heard a voice that sounded very familiar to him. "Hello, I'm looking for my brother, Jem." He responded, "I am Jem. What's your name?" "My name is also Jem," was the reply. It turned out that their parents had given them the same name, but this was only the beginning of a series of incredible coincidences. The two men made an appointment to meet the following week. When they finally met, they felt like they had known each other their whole lives. The more they learned about each other, the more shocked they became. It turned out that both brothers, during their school years, were very fond of math and science, but struggled with spelling and grammar. They also both vacationed with their families at the same resort in Florida, but always at different times, so they never crossed each other's paths. They both loved to do carpentry and made very beautiful things. They both drove the same car, a blue Chevrolet. They both smoked the same brand of cigarettes and preferred the same beer. They both had adopted brothers with the same name, Larry. They grew up with dogs that had the same toy. They had gotten married around the same time to women of the same name, and they even got divorced around the same time. They then both remarried women named Betty. They both had sons of their own, and guess what? Do you think they named their sons the same? Not quite. One was named James Allen, and the other James Allen, only the spelling was different. What united them most of all was the inexplicable feeling of emptiness that had haunted them all their lives. It seemed to both of them that they were missing something important from life, but this feeling disappeared for both of them as soon as they met. Amazing, isn't it? In 1979, psychologist Thomas Bucard became interested in the brothers and invited both of them to his research institute. It was a great opportunity to study how heredity and genes affect a human's personality, interests, and intellectual development. Even seasoned scientists were amazed at the results of the research. The two brothers were taken to different rooms without having prior opportunity to communicate with each other, were asked the same questions, and the brothers gave the same answers without any hesitation. They were then told to draw on a sheet of paper the first thing that came to their mind, and both men drew the silhouette of a person. They then were asked to tell a story describing a picture they were shown, and both men told the exact same story. Thomas Bucard continued researching the twins between 1979 and 1999. He was looking for any relationship between genetics and upbringing and kept trying to find an answer to his question about what influences development, nature or nurture. During this time, he studied 137 pairs of separated twins, and in the end, he concluded that their development is almost equally influenced by both. When journalists asked what the twins thought about all the coincidences, they answered, "We just enjoy each other's company. We don't study each other. That's what scientists are for." After this, the brothers continued to stay in touch, but their coincidences began to gradually disappear. For instance, one of them divorced a second time and married a third time, while the other remained married to his second wife. Friends, what do you think about this story? Share your opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed the story, then please click the like button. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet, and click the bell icon so you don't miss our new videos.